fight in September between the two great fighters in our generation, Canelo Alvarez and Crawford.
With 2 times undisputed champion, and I'm grateful to fight here in Saudi Arabia. And thank you everybody for coming to support me, my family, my friend, everybody.
What just happened? Did Terence Crawford just deliver a message that could rattle Canelo to his core? Did he just release the most jaw-dropping training footage boxing fans have ever seen? Yes, he did. Terence "Bud" Crawford didn't just wake up and casually upload a montage. He dropped a bombshell wrapped in speed, sweat, and ferocity. Make no mistake, Canelo saw it. Everyone saw it. When the clip hit the web, jaws dropped, gyms fell silent, and fans realized something big was unfolding. Crawford didn't flinch. He sent a furious message. He's coming to claim the crown.
Yeah. Like always I say, Viva Mexico, cabrones!
It's a new experience for you, fighting in Saudi Arabia for the first time, fighting at 6 a.m. probably for the first time. How did your body adjust during this fight?
No, I come 3 weeks before because of that.
The man who once danced at 135, dominated 140, and ruled at 147 is now ready to storm Canelo's castle. This isn't a friendly challenge. It's a full-on invasion. Crawford's brought his own demolition crew. This isn't just about size or class. People are doubting him, asking how he'll handle a super middleweight's punch. But that's where the brilliance begins. His training video wasn't just shadow boxing, it was warfare. Crawford ruled the gym. Sparring partners seemed doomed from the start. That punch that made everyone gasp? It wasn't luck, it was a warning shot.
Everybody is asking for the fight. My Nino Turkey Al-Ashi won it, so that's why we are here.
Congratulations, Canelo. Brilliant performance.
Thank you.
What makes this scarier is Bomac's plan. Crawford's coach didn't hire some poor man's Canelo clone. He brought in Lester Martinez. Don't know him? That's your loss. Crawford's team knows exactly who Lester is. A Guatemalan destroyer. Undefeated and dangerous at 168. He recently demolished Johan James in 4 rounds. Bomac doesn't play games. He's treating every round like survival, every punch like war. Crawford isn't just enduring it. He's smiling through the chaos. This isn't hype, it's war school. Crawford isn't just collecting belts, he's chasing history. From 140 to 147, he's erased doubt. Now he's charging toward greatness again.
It will be in the stadium in Las Vegas in the 12th of September, inshallah.
Let's be clear, Canelo is no paper champ. His resume includes names like Golovkin, Kovalev, Plant, Saunders, Smith, Lara. A walking museum of elite victims. You don't just march into Canelo's world and steal his crown, but that's exactly what Crawford plans to do. And he's terrifyingly calm about it. Bomac knows Crawford will be smaller, but size isn't his superpower. His mind is. Crawford's ring IQ is otherworldly. He adjusts mid-fight like nobody else. Bomac said it clearly. Only Crawford can beat Crawford. But against Canelo, that theory faces its ultimate test. This is strategy, not blind courage.
To this time, everything, I'm okay. I'm a champion, I'm a professional, so that's no excuse and anything.
You knew what was coming if you won this fight. That was a crack at this man. 2-time undisputed champion, Bud Crawford. How are you feeling about that fight?
No, I feel...
Let's address power. Crawford isn't a heavyweight, but he hits with purpose. Against Spence, he proved he could hurt larger fighters. And now, with Lester pushing him daily, he's building the muscle to stun giants. It's not about trading shots. It's about hitting just enough to keep Canelo honest, then outthinking him. Critics remember Canelo's brutal wins. Kirkland, Khan, Smith, they call Crawford reckless. But that recklessness makes him dangerous. He believes he can freeze fire. Even Bivol, one of Canelo's conquerors, respects Crawford's mentality. Cold, calculating, laser-focused. It's a rare, dangerous mindset Canelo must prepare deeply for.
It's September between the two great fighters in our generation, Canelo Alvarez and Crawford.
Still, Crawford isn't B-Vol. He's not a 175-pound machine. He's a man who started at 135. This leap to 168 isn't just physical, it's transformation. Every added pound is battle-tested. Every motion, every muscle is being honed to stay sharp and fast. He's not bulking to survive, he's upgrading to dominate. The fight is at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, promoted by Dana White under TKO. It's not just boxing, it's spectacle. Dana and Saudi promoter Turki Al Sheikh are turning this into a global moment. Forget logic, forget weight. This is legacy versus legacy, and Crawford is all in.
I've been in the ring with Crawford too.
Oh shit! I didn't know you sparred.
I got Crawford ready for when he was Sean Porter.
Okay.
I've been for a few weeks. What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big. He's a little big for Crawford. It'll be a tall task for him to win.
Now we're here. Crawford isn't chasing fame, he's chasing truth. He wants to prove he's the best alive. To do that, he's chosen the toughest man available, Canelo at 168. Canelo accepted the challenge because deep down he respects the risk. He knows Crawford's confidence isn't for show, it's fuel. If he underestimates him, history could punish him. Canelo wants early control, body shots, pressure, pace. Crawford wants rhythm, angles, patterns, precision. It's fire against finesse. This could be Crawford's final act. He's almost 38, but he's chasing greatness. The training video wasn't for clout. It was a flashing red alert.
Here it is, the official face-off. The date, September 12, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. For the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
And what an alert it was. The video made fighters cancel cheat meals and drag trainers off vacation. That gym looked like a crime scene. Every punch was criminal. His footwork? Dancers wept. The tape had coaches yelling, "Rewind that." Did he just slip a ghost? Somewhere, Canelo's reviewing that same footage in silence, trying to decipher if he's facing a fighter or a phantom. Canelo's always been the hunter. But this time, the prey may have sharper claws. Crawford's message was clear. Survive this. Canelo knows this isn't a warm-up. This is about legacy, and the pressure's building fast.
You knew what was coming if you won this fight. That was a crack at this man. Two-time undisputed champion, Bud Crawford. How are you feeling about that fight?
No, I feel great. Crawford is one of the best out there, and I like to share the ring with that kind of fighters, and it's my pleasure.
And about Lester Martinez. Don't think he's just a helper. He's a wrecking ball disguised as a sparring partner. Martinez doesn't just train, he tests souls. He's pushing Crawford beyond limits. It's like preparing for King Kong by sparring with Godzilla. Crawford's team isn't easing into 168. They're storming it like warriors. No test runs, just violence. Meanwhile, Canelo acts unbothered. But deep down, you know he's uneasy. He's faced big punchers and slick movers. But Crawford is both, and he's hungry. He's not calling out Canelo for fame. He's coming to end his reign. That's what's really terrifying.
You came a long way to stare off with Canelo Alvarez. How are you feeling now that the fight's here?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling blessed. And everything's happened for a reason. And there's a reason why I'm here. In September, I'm going to show the world what greatness look like.
Had a chance to scout Canelo over 12 rounds. What did you think of that performance?
Well, he did what he had to do to get the job done for what was in front of him.
Crawford's entire career has been about earning respect. People doubted his resume until he humiliated Errol Spence and silenced critics. Now he faces his biggest challenge, and he's not blinking. That's greatness. Canelo once hunted legends. Now the roles reverse. Crawford isn't moving up for checks. He's chasing history with his fists. And if he beats Canelo at 168, the sport must rewrite itself. Not a new chapter, a whole new book. Undisputed in 3 divisions? Pacquiao didn't. Mayweather didn't. Nobody has. This isn't Everest, it's Olympus. And Canelo knows it. He's training for war. Crawford's already in it.
Floyd, but he's like the new Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Except he's not like Floyd. He's very different than Floyd. I think he's probably better than Floyd Mayweather, to be honest. Floyd Mayweather in his prime. Terence Crawford, right off the bat, what hits me different is, you know, his backstory. His mom, like, really downed him and degraded him growing up. And he had that fire inside of him to really prove that he's...
Meanwhile, boxing holds its breath. Every clip, every quote, every glimpse from training is devoured. This isn't hype, it's prophecy. Crawford's team is preparing for domination, not survival. Dana White's involvement only adds fuel. When the UFC kingpin bets on boxing, it's serious. Saudi Arabia's throwing oil-fueled spectacle behind it. This isn't just a match, it's cinematic mayhem. Amid all this chaos, Crawford is calm, focused, breaking barriers with every jab. Canelo's counting on weight. Crawford's treating. Size like a shadow. He's solving Canelo like a riddle. And that's what makes him the most dangerous opponent yet.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. This is probably the best fight right now in boxing, in my opinion. 2 high-level fighters. Canelo's been on top of the game for a long time. Terence Crawford, I think right now is the best boxer. You know, he's it'll
be a lot to get that victory based on, you know, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skills. It'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez, even though Terence Crawford is a great fighter.
Come fight night, Allegiant Stadium will erupt. In the center, 2 titans, one with speed, one with force. Only one walks away victorious. Crawford already owns the narrative. If he delivers, he'll own history. Training clips have dropped. Camps are sealed. Fans are chewing nails. This is more than a bout. It's legacy warfare. Dominance versus defiance. And you? Don't miss it. If you live for pulse-pounding breakdowns and storytelling, smash that like, comment your pick, and subscribe. September 12th, war arrives. Don't blink, or you might miss the moment Crawford shakes boxing's world to its very core.